And we're back. We hope you guys enjoyed that video. So, film and TV today. Who in the industry you think should attempt to do both? You know, doing film and TV. Before I jump in, I want to hear what you guys got to say.
I believe that there's some that actually, it seemed like they kind of retired, but they're actually coming back, and I think Arnold should actually try to come back, although he is planning on to anyway in the Cinnables 3 movie.
Okay. I'll say mine's. I've been watching Frasier on Netflix, and I would like to see Kelsey Grammer do something, and his brother. I don't know his name, but he was Niles Crane.
Yeah.
I would like to see him do something in film and TV. He looks like he has that eagerness to do it.
Yeah.
It looks like he has it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know his name, but I think he could do something with it.
All I know his name is Niles on the show.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what his
Yeah,
real
since
name
you
is.
said that, as long as he's not doing stuff behind the scenes, because lately that's what he's been doing. Like, in case you haven't noticed, there's some shows like there's like Damage is one of the shows that he's actually been doing behind the scenes stuff on. Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. He also did Girlfriends as well. The show Girlfriends.
And I have this quote that I found when I was in school, like a couple months ago, and I want you guys to listen to this. The minute you pick up the camera, you begin to lie or to tell your own truth. You make subjective judgments on every step of the way in how you light the subject, in choosing the moment of exposure, in cropping the print. It's just a matter of how far you choose to go, right? So with any video shooter, video editor, this makes a lot of sense, because the amount of time you show somebody on the camera, how close or how far you zoom out, it gives feeling to what you're trying to portray to the audience, right? And when I was reading this, I realized that I did that with the video project that I shot. So they're playing basketball, right?
Yep.
I had him shoot the ball, but when I played it all the way through, he missed it. And then I shot another shot of me under the basketball hoop, and then my brother shot it, and he made it. So I put two things that weren't together. I put it together to make it look like that he made the shot.
Right.
When it was really two different people that
Did it.
One that shot it, and then the other person shot it, made it, and then I put the two clips together. So that's something
do
that
that with stunt doubles too.
Yeah. So that happens a lot of the times. So that's why I found this interesting. Well, you know, to begin, you to tell your own truth or lie. I kind of lied on it, but it made sense when it came all together.
Yeah.
So,
well, whether you're a writer, radio, TV, you are putting your own slant on things in there. You may not intentionally want to do it, but usually it does.
Because sometimes with the amount of time you have to cut things short, and sometimes when you did, shoot it or record it, it didn't come out the way you expected. So you kind of have to put things together to do what you wanted to do in the first place.
Right.
So.
As an acting, it's kind of the same way, where the way you're actually going to be able to bring out the character. In some ways, you're also putting yourself in there as well, because you tend to is basically having to relate to what the character's personality, or the experience that they're going through. You can actually relate to it, so you're bringing out a lie and a truth.
Yeah.
The lie would be the character you're portraying, but the truth is within yourself of what you're bringing, of what you want to bring to the character. And
I find it interesting how sometimes what you didn't want to shoot is what ends up going on your actual video, because it could be like, because you were so one-track minded to doing one thing, but say like a bird flew in your shot, and then you use that for your video. It kind of, because it gives that effect that time's flying by, some cheesy little way to show that time's flying. But just doing things like that, sometimes your mistakes is what gives you that final product. So you kind of have to come in with an open mind in whatever project you shoot. Sometimes just being one track minded, you know, gives you not what you really wanted. You just have to, you know.
Sometimes mistakes make the movie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite movies, and boy, I'm going to sound like I'm a real old man, is like 1947 or something.
Oh,
It's a
man.
Wonderful Life. And the character actually, they just kept the camera rolling. He went, did a scene, walked off the camera, and tripped over something. And he's like,
And they
oh,
kept
I'm
it.
all right, I'm all right. And it worked in the movie. They just kept it in. So sometimes, you know, unplanned things work.
Yeah, that's quite a few actually. I've done that over the years where they'll continue to film and it ends up being a great shot for their production.
And before we jump right into good to go, no go, there's one more thing I want to say about that, because you said about, well, we said sometimes when you make the mistake and you keep the camera rolling, it goes with the video. In Batman, in Dark Knight, the scene where the Joker's walking out the hospital, and he was pressing the remote to blow up the hospital. That scene was improvised because it was supposed to blow up at that time. So he's looking at the remote and he's pressing it. I don't know if you guys seen that scene. So he's pressing it, and then he looks back. So he's waiting for the hospital to blow up. So he's pressing the button and then he walks away. So sometimes, and they had to do that scene in one shot. So if they messed it up, you know, they probably have to find a new hospital.
Well,
money
actually
purposes.
probably have to rebuild it.
They have
mainly.
to rebuild it or go to a new site to do that. So that's, well, you know, rest in peace to him. It's so it's interesting that happens. Like if you just kept the camera rolling, you know what happens next. So that's something I just wanted to bring up. You know, I was getting all excited because I was looking it up on YouTube and stuff. So
okay,
we're gonna go right into this good to go no go segment, and where we you know, give it a good to go no go. Would you play it in your radio or not? You know.